Hi everybody, hello. Please excuse my little white dots on my face. I just did like a facial, so I put on this medicine because I do have some acne. As you could see. Well, maybe you can't see. Actually, yeah, you probably couldn't see it. Oh god, yeah, you can see it. It's because I'm like, this is my nervous tick, okay? And I feel like everybody has their own little nervous tick, and I feel like mine has kind of like shifted throughout the years. Like, I'll either, like when I was younger, I feel like I used to like pull hairs. Like, I pull hair like from like my arm or something. And then as I got older, I started like, I would like touch my face. And I'm like, and the esthetician, she was like, okay, you really need to like cut that out and stop doing that. I was like, I know. I know it's a bad thing to do. It's just like, I just like want to like touch it, and then like when I'm touching it, I just like want to mess with it. But I was seeing like some video, and the person was like, people who have like this, like where it's like they kind of like mess with their face, they kind of like, I feel like it's almost like you kind of go blank. Like you just kind of like you're just like on autopilot, and you're like feeling your face and stuff like that. But I do know it's bad, and I do want to stop doing it. And I've been good about not doing it these past 2 days. So hopefully I can just continue to not do it. But yeah, so I'm just trying to like, yeah, I'm trying to take care of my face a little bit more, like my acne, and just kind of like protect my skin a little bit more. Well, not protect my skin, but just kind of like revitalize it. So I did like this like deep clean, and then hopefully in like 4 to 6 weeks I'll go back and do maybe one more deep clean. Or I will do a like microneedling just to kind of like get my skin texture to get a little better. Because right now, I mean, you probably can't really see in the camera. Watch y'all, like, yeah, we can see it. But I have just a little texture like on my forehead. And like, you know what I always say is like the worst view? The worst view is like when you are like gonna get in the car and you see your reflection from the car mirror. I'm like, oh god, that can't be my face. Like, you see like all the texture on like your forehead and your skin, and maybe it's just me because I do have a lot of skin texture. I don't know if that's everybody, but that's like that's like the wake up call. Is like when you're getting in your car and it's a hot day and you see like the sun hit you from above. You see everything. But yeah, anyways, so I am going to cutting some fabric. So I started taking a sewing class. When did I start taking it? Like maybe like 3 weeks ago. So I've had my 3rd lesson in it, and in the class, like our goal is to obviously like learn how to use a machine. You learn how to like, well, I don't know if the goal is to make a pattern, but we like learn how to make the pattern for a pillow. And at the end, like our main project to do is like to build a pillow, to sew a pillow together. Which doesn't sound like it's that hard because it's just 2 squares, but I think there's a little more to it. I don't know, there's not that much more to it. Anyways, so I had to leave the class a little bit early. I couldn't cut it like while everyone was cutting it. So I'm gonna now take you guys with me to cut it together. So let's just see what this looks like. But I am really excited to learn how to sew. Like my goal is to like just learn how to either like kind of what's it called? Like upcycle clothing. Like when you take something, you buy like a used thing and you kind of like make adjustments to it to like rewear it. So my goal is to like upcycle. You guys tell me what it is. What is it? I don't remember. But basically I want to make adjustments to like existing clothing, or secondarily I want to make like stuff from scratch, which is actually kind of a little bit harder to do. But step 1 is obviously just learn how to sew. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna take y'all with me to my floor so we can cut this thing out. Step 1 is I'm going to find all the materials I need around my house. So I'm gonna take y'all with me. And where are the materials? It is nighttime right now, as you can see from the lighting. So I'm gonna go find my sewing. Oh, I know what my sewing stuff is in the closet. So I gotta get like my ruler, my fabric. And then we like make this pattern, which is just based off of a measurement. You know what's funny? I feel like for me, and tell me if anyone's like this, because I did ask, I was like, how do you make sure that you like draw a straight line? Because I don't know why, for some reason, I honestly cannot draw a straight line to save my life. Like in school, I just remember I would like always struggle with it. Like in the class that she basically was like, you guys make your own patterns, like this is the measurement, like you just cut it out. So like the first half of the pillow is like I think it was like 16 or 17 by 17, which is just a square. And then the other half of the pillow, or the back side of the pillow, is like this. So you use like 2 of these. This is like the back side. I don't even know what it means actually. Wait, hold on. Let me check. And then this is like a hem, and this is a seam allowance. So I don't know what these 2 things are. I know what the seam allowance is. Obviously, like when you kind of like, you know, when you sew something together, you kind of have to like, you like put the the fabric that like nobody sees. You kind of have to like fold that one. That's like the seam allowance, I think. But I don't know what the overlap is or what the hem is. I don't know what that means. But what I do know is that I have to cut 2 of these, and this is my pillow fabric. I don't know why I picked this color. Like, I actually don't like this color. But none of like my house stuff is this. Like, my house is like more like earth tone. Oh, well, this earth. This grass. Not this being grass. Well, I don't know, but what I do know, even though like my home is earth tones, this is like not anything to do with the home. So I don't know what this is, alright? And I got a big, like, she's like, oh, get like 1.5 yards. And I was like, alright, gotcha. But now I have like this big old piece of fabric. So I'm like, what am I? Oh, we have to iron it. I think it's okay. Right? It should be okay. I'm just gonna cut it. Well, okay, so 2 things that are needed actually. So 1, I should do the back first because the back we need 2 sides. So I'm gonna fold it in half. Hold on 1 second. My fold's all uneven. I don't know how to do this. See, this is the things that I struggle with. It's like, I can't cut a straight line, and I cannot fold something. Like, I can't fold something in half. I feel like, see, I actually do really like sewing, like, so far, but I also know, like, my limitations, you know? I feel like at some point, I'm just like, oh, whatever, like, I'm just gonna cut it, like, whatever I want to. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, so that is probably good enough for that. So this is just going to be the back. So the back's going to be, we need 2 of those. And from what I understand is what we need to do, I think you're supposed to cut it. I know. Okay, so this is what I'm struggling with. Is like the fabric kind of has 2 sides to it, I guess. It has like 3 kind of like dimensionally has like 3 kind of things that it's doing. It's like one, like let's say like going vertically, this is like the selvage, which is kind of like the finished end. So you have that, and then you have like a raw edge, which is like where they make cuts against it. And I mean, you can cut it wherever you want, but when you sew it, I believe you're supposed to sew it like parallel to the raw edge, if I'm not mistaken. Someone who's sewing, I hope, is watching this and like is like guiding me and willing me to the right answer. I don't know. Like, let's just think about it logically. Okay, so so the main difference is with the selvage, it's like a finished edge, so there's like less give to it. Like, you can't really pull it. But with the raw edge, like right now I have it I kind of want to show you guys. Okay, hold on. Do you see this? Like, the way, like that white line there is like the finished edge, right? And then going this way, it's like stretchier, and that's like the side that you really want to make sure is still stretchy. Okay, I think I get it. I feel like it is the direction that you cut it, where most of sewing is gonna happen, like vertically. You want that along the grain line. I know this doesn't mean anything to anybody. I'm just basically trying to find out, do I cut my pillow like that, or do I cut it like that? And I think I've decided I'm going to cut it like this, because I'm going to sew it like this, and for some reason that matters. I don't know, let's just cut this thing. Alright, because this is the thing with sewing, and what I actually really like about my teacher is I feel like she's like, you're going to find out if it was right or wrong. Like, you're going to find out yourself. Or like, I forgot what it was, because like we also have to like thread our machine, and I'm like, is this enough thread? And she's like, you're gonna know. Like, at some point you're gonna know if it was enough or it wasn't enough. And I was like, you know what, I appreciate that, because I'm like, I will know, and it's like just trial and error. I think you just gotta kind of like go for it. So right now, what I am doing is I am pinning the pattern down to the fabric. So that way, when I cut it, it's doesn't move around. I'm telling you, I also, like I said, I do not know. I don't know how to make something like a straight line. So whatever I made here is a straight line. What I thought I made here is a straight line. Probably is not a straight line. Alright, let's cut it. So I got my cutting scissors. So now I got my cutting scissors. Cut this. Touch it. So this one, the back, we need two sides to it. I'm like another skill I'm not good at is cutting. Right, so one side has been cut. Now I'm gonna do the other side. So I feel like the best way to do it, I don't know. Look, I'm also left-handed. I don't know if you can see that, but right now it doesn't matter to get it so straight. But once I get into here, then I guess I just hold down like that. This, and I'm just kind of holding it. You guys tell me if there's a better way to cut stuff. Like honestly, like tell me if there's a better way to cut things and a better way to draw a straight line. Because I could not tell you how to do either of those things. But another thing I do appreciate, like my instructor, is just that she's like, it's never gonna be perfect, so you just gotta, throw that out the window a little bit. I'm like, mine's definitely not gonna be perfect. But I'm also learning, Last side. Perfect, look at that, boom. Well, you can't see it, but boom. Two sides, a back. I'm gonna leave that like that. Should I just leave that like on there? No, I'll take it off. Okay, so now, step 2. Cut the front out. Okay, the front we just need one of those. So I'm like, look, I have extra fabric here. If anyone wants a pillow, I don't know. But I mean, I'm gonna leave it there so I don't forget the direction that I did it in. Not that I think I will forget it. Well, I probably will, honestly. Knowing me, I probably will forget it. All right, so now let's do the front. So the front is like this. And the front is just a big old square, and this one doesn't really matter that much. Not that it doesn't matter, but she matters less, It's like how you mess up a square. That's why they made us do a pillow. Because how can you mess up a square? Flip this whole thing around. Yay! It's like all crooked. It's not that crooked. Okay, so this is gonna be. Okay, so this is the front of the pillow, or just like some part of the pillow. The front, and then like I was saying, then this is the back of the pillow, so it's a little shorter because you use like 2 of these. You can kind of imagine you're doing like a little situation like that, and then you're sewing the sides of it together, something like this. I think this makes sense, and then you like kind of sew the middle. I don't know. We'll see though. But it's done. I'm gonna put this stuff away, and I'm gonna wait until our next class. See what we're gonna do. I think we're probably gonna start sewing it together. Because now that you have it cut out, you pretty much just like sew it, and you like stuff it or something. Okay, I have my pattern. Oh, no, I have my. What is this? I have my cutouts. All right. Peace out, y'all. Bye.